The crops are all in and the peaches are rotten. The oranges are piled in their creosote lumps. You're flying them back to that Mexico border to pay all the money and wait back again. Goodbye to my Juan, goodbye Rosalita, adios, mis amigos, Jesus, hey Maria. You won't have a name when you ride the big airplane. All they will call you will be deportees. My father's own father.
Deportees. Sammy Walker here on Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, The War and Peace Report. I'm Amy Goodman. New Year began inauspiciously for many immigrant families. Federal agents have detained at least 121 people, including children, in raids as part of an operation to deport families fleeing violence in Central America. The raids have taken place mainly in Georgia, North Carolina, and Texas. On Wednesday, Democracy Now!'s Dina Guzder reached a woman named Anna, who was detained in the raid. She's currently being held in the South Texas Family Residential Center in Dilley, Texas, with her 10-year-old son. They arrived in the United States in June 2014 after fleeing Honduras. Speaking by phone, Anna described the New Year's weekend immigration raid.
Yes, it was a raid. I think I was one of the first ones detained. On January 2nd at 6:45 a.m., they grabbed me. They came to my house looking for someone else. My aunt opened the door, and they brought us down from the room and then asked me for identification, and they told me I was already deported.
And who came and how many people?
In that raid, 33 families were detained, who were the ones deported yesterday. They left yesterday. I don't know, it was a miracle from God. I don't know, but only 3 of us remain who were captured on the 2nd. Only 3 families who are not deported.
Immigrant rights groups say many of the people targeted in the raids have legitimate claims to asylum, but were not afforded due process. Earlier this week, the advocacy group Cara Pro Bono Project won a key victory for 4 families after a top immigration appeals court halted their deportations. The order came just hours before the 12 people were set to be deported to El Salvador, which now has the highest murder rate in the world for a country not at war. For more, we go directly to Dilley, Texas, where Katie Shepard is joining us by Democracy Now! Video stream, managing attorney for the project, and helped win the stays of deportation for the families. We're also joined in Austin, Texas, by Barbara Hines, longtime immigration lawyer, with many clients who are detained in the Karnes and Dilley detention centers, formerly with the University of Texas School of Law Immigration Clinic. We welcome you both to Democracy Now! Katie Shepard, let's start with you. You're right there. Describe what's happened and how you prevented some of the people whose homes were raided, who were going to be deported, from actually being deported.
Hi, good morning, Amy. Basically, we're meeting with the clients as they trickle in this week. We're seeing a lot of issues with access to counsel. Many of our clients have been told by ICE that they have no legal recourse, that they have no access to attorneys, and they're not allowed to call their attorneys. Now, we represent about 99% of the detained women and children in the South Texas Family Residential Center. What can I tell you? So far, we've submitted 9 stays, and 100% that we've received decisions on have been granted so far. So I feel that this is a clear indication that something is very wrong here.
Can you explain why this is happening right now? You know, at the top of the show, we ran a quote from the New York Times editorial page today, where they say a new year has dawned upon an appalling campaign of home raids by the Department of Homeland Security to find and deport hundreds of would-be refugees back to Guatemala, Honduras, and El Salvador. It's no wonder Donald Trump is applauding the policy and taking credit for it.